In the days of the kings Amraphiel of Shinar, Ariok of Elisar, Chidelamir of Elam, and Tidal of Goim, they made war on the kings Bera of Sodom, Bilshah of Gomorrah, Shinab of Admah, Shemimber of Zoim, and the king of Bela, that is, Zoar. The latter kings joined together as allies in the valley of Siddam, which is now the Dead Sea of Salt. 12 years they had served Chidelamir, but in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year, Chidelamir and the kings who were with him attacked and subdued the Rephaim and Ashtaroth Karnaim, the Zuzim and Ham, and the Emim and Sheva Kirathaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir as far as El Paran, which is on the border of the wilderness. Then they turned back and came to En Mizpat, which now is Kadesh, and subdued all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites who dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. Then the kings of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Bela, that is, Zoar, went out, and together they joined battle with those kings in the valley of Siddam. With the kings Chidelamir of Elam, Tidal of Goim, Amraphiel of Shinar, and Ariok of Elisar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddam was full of slime or bitumen pits, and as the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, they fell, were overthrown there, and the remainder of the kings fled to the mountain. The victors took all the wealth of Sodom and Gomorrah and all the supply of provisions and departed. And they also took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods away with them. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, one from the other side, who were living by the oaks or terebinths or Mamre the Amorite, a brother of Ishcal and of Anades, were allies of Abram. When Abram heard that his nephew had been captured, he armed, led forth the 318 trained servants born in his own house, and pursued the enemy as far as Dan. He divided his forces against them by night, and his servants, and attacked and routed them, and pursued them as far as Hobah, which is north of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his kinsman Lot and his possessions, the women also and the people. After his Abram's return from the defeat and slaying of Chidelamir and the kings who were with him, the king of Sodom went out to meet him at the valley of Sheva, that is, the king's valley. Melchizedek, king of Salem, later called Jerusalem, brought out bread and wine for their nourishment. He was the priest of the Most High. And he blessed him and said, "Blessed, favored with blessings, made blissful, joy, be Abram by Yah the Most High, possessor and maker of heaven and earth. And blessed, praised, and glorified be the Most High, who has given your foes into your hand." And Abram gave him 1/10 of all he had taken. And the king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give me the persons and keep the goods for yourself." But Abram said to the king of Sodom, "I have lifted up my hand and sworn to Yah, the Most High, the possessor and maker of heaven and earth, that I will not take a thread or a shoelace or anything that is yours, lest you should say, I have made Abram rich. Take all, except only what my young men have eaten, and the share of the men allies who went with me, and Ishcal, and Mamre. Let them take their portion."